What are your core values? This action is from the Take Daily Action e-kit, and it was to rediscover, look at what it is that you value, and think about that in terms of your business as well. So kind of the parallel things. If your business was a person, what would it value? And so I was rediscovering or looking back into what it is that my core values are, and this is something that I've done pretty frequently. I check back in with myself and just see what it is that I value, what my mission in life is, the bigger picture type of a thing. And we're going to be halfway through the year, and between that and just the transitions that my life is going through professionally and personally with the new baby, which, by the way, I apologize for the wet hair, but the baby, I didn't want to risk blow drying it, and my mother has my little guy and the baby is upstairs napping right now, right next to where I would blow dry my hair. So anyway, looking back at our core values, I found a couple things that was really cool. So first of all, when I was doing research for the e-kit and how to really determine what the core values are, I found an article in Inc. magazine or on Inc. online that I'll make sure that I link below, you can check out, and it walks you through some steps to check whether or not you really value that particular action or sentiment. Some of the things that I've always said I valued are family and health. The article asks you to say what it is that you would tell someone for advice. So if someone came to you in your specific situation and said, what advice would you give me? If you would give that person the advice that went along with what it is that you value, then you probably really do value it. Another thing that they talked about in this article, which was interesting, the author mentioned innovation. You value innovation. That's not something I had ever thought of, but once he said that and he did the check, myself as an entrepreneur, people have always said, you know, I know I was an entrepreneur when I decided I don't want to ever work for someone ever again. And I've never really resonated with that. What I have resonated with is creating change and really being able to affect something in a big way. And so when he said something about innovation, I thought, yeah, that's totally true. I definitely do value the ability to change something. And when I've worked for people in the past, the issue has always been, literally every single time, that I've wanted to go in there and make a change, and the person that obviously owned it wasn't necessarily ready for that change. And so it wasn't necessarily that I didn't want to work for someone, it was that I wanted someone else that valued improvement, change, innovation just as I do. If you've watched any Young Female Entrepreneurs video, you know that I've talked about this in the past. Robin Fisher-Roffer is an author that we've had on the Young Female Entrepreneurs Twitter chat back when we used to do YFE chat as a Twitter chat, and she wrote the book Make a Name for Yourself, 8 Steps Every Woman Needs to Create a Personal Brand Strategy for Success. This is a book that I recommend that everyone has in their library. It's very easy to read. I actually created worksheets for myself and friends to use when we were reading this book together, and she walks you through core values, and this was something that I did very early on in my entrepreneurial journey, was go through this book and kind of use her prompts as an example of what to do as far as figuring out what your core values and determining what it is that you want to do as far as your strengths and talents go to in alignment with those values. So it's a book that I recommend that everyone check out. This, along with that Inc. magazine article, will be linked below in the video. Make sure that you comment below and let me know what it is that your core values are and how you determined what they are, and maybe how they play into your business as well.